Welcome to J Sports. I'm your host, Jason Alamillo, and we're going to go over the Golden Knights v. St. Louis Blues. I didn't call them St. Louis this time. So, they played the St. Louis Blues and lost. Look, I have said it over and over. Let me move this. The Golden Knights are now down Stone and Pacioretty, and possibly Martinez, and I'll explain that in this review. But what I said is they need to have the other guys step up. So Danov and Martinez and Pietrangelo and Haig and Raw and all these other guys, they all need to step up. They can't just put it on Stevenson. They can't just put it on Carlson. Carrier's back in the lineup, thank goodness. They can't just do that. So the game was Binnington versus Lehner. Both goalies came in with bad save percentages, but I think they decided, hey, let's fix that tonight. And that was Wednesday, by the way. I'm covering Wednesday's game. So they said, let's fix that. And both of them did. Perron had a chance that was saved at 16 seconds. And really, in the first two periods, he just came out swinging. It's crazy. The score is 3-1, right? The score, that's how bad they lose to the Blues. But look, the game itself, I'm going to explain it to you, didn't feature a lot of, in terms of tight and close defense. I'll just put it that way. We get a near miss then for Haig. Vegas presses. We get an early power play for the Blues. Krug had a shot, deflects wide. Lehner was, I'll just say, quite sharp early on in this game, in this period, and in this power play. And the Knights and him kill it off pretty well, and I was happy about that. Shots were 7-0 for St. Louis at 6 minutes of the game. The shots would be mostly even throughout the whole entire game, but they would mostly be in St. Louis's favor, at least to start it off. Binnington stops a Marchessault shot that came at him. Jake Neighbors has a chance. Ross steals it. The VGK misfit line, right? The misfits line was the one going in this game, right? You have Pacioretty and Stone out. Now it's just the regular standard misfits line with, Marchessault, Smith, and Carlson, and it's called the, misfits line for a reason. So it's Carlson who gets the goal from Smith and Martinez. Vegas strikes first. It's 1-0. This line was the best line on Wednesday night. Kostin was then in the net alone, but Robin Lehner saves that. So no reason that Lehner should be alone there. So although I bash Lehner all the time, he should not be alone in that shot. There should have been at least three guys over there stopping that. Both teams were getting fast breaks back and forth. It was actually quite entertaining to actually watch. O'Reilly was 5 for 6 on the faceoffs early on in this game. Krebs had a chance. Perron defends on that. Carlson gets the post on a break. Carrier was denied. We didn't see a lot from him tonight. We get a lot of momentum for Vegas at this point. They really were just going for it. They were sharp here. The shots were pretty much evened up at this point. We get a lot of shots in the first period, and Tarasenko had a break. He fires it wide, blocks and steals going on for Vegas, and Lehner denies Barbashev. Now, we go to the second period. Perron has a chance at 15 seconds, so here he comes again, just ready to go. Just an indicator of how good this game is going to be. Tarasenko was robbed. After that, we see St. Louis was extremely sharp early in this period, and they were going for this lead. They were away. This was an away game. They weren't at home, and they were wanting to get that lead, and they would get it. Theodore had a shot tipped wide. Saad on a fast rush the other way, puts it in the back of the net, and O'Reilly and Perron are the ones with the assists on that goal at 3 minutes and 21 seconds. It's 3-1. Well, actually, it's 1-1. I'm sorry. Kyrou had a shot that almost fooled Lehner. Lehner, he stopped it, but he actually thought it went the other way, which is incredible. Binnington then stops Pietrangelo, who took a lot of punishment in this game. He physically, he had a lot of ice or snow, whatever the hell you call it. I'm always confused on that, on his uniform, on the jersey at the end of this game. But look, he had a hell of a game. I complained that he really wasn't that great last year. And he wasn't. I mean, the facts are the facts. But he did great in the playoffs. But I think now that he kind of understands Vegas and he understands the lineup, except for a few new additions, and of course Fleury gone because Vegas doesn't want to go to the Cup. Anyway, I do think he's gonna do better this year. So Pietrangelo lovers, you can come to me and not come at me this time. Haig had a rush chance. It was stopped. There were so many shots in this game. Oh my God. There were just so many. You were thinking like, geez, this is probably going to get to 100, but it didn't. But it could have been that game. We get a crossbar for Pietrangelo. Bozak fires one wide during a 3-on-2 for St. Louis. We get 49 total shots at the game's half. And that should tell you, it's a very entertaining, but it tells you people know how to take shots, I guess. We'll put it that way. Vegas gets a power play. We then end up with a 1 minute and 19 seconds of 4-on-4, which is a short power play for St. Louis. Good for Vegas. Kolesar gets a shot, but it's stopped. Everything else is killed off. White Cloud had a shot. This is after the power play. Blocked and held onto by Binnington. Then fans tried calling a penalty, and the ref said no. As all. Look, I've been to the Golden Knights Stadium or arena or whatever you call it, like 5 times, 6 times, or whatever, and that always happens. They always call for it, and Vegas said the ref said no, we're not going to give it to you. Carlson tips one, which is saved late in the period, and Saad, he couldn't put another one in the net in the final 30 seconds of the period. We go to the third period. Look, it's a great game. This game had moments where, the next goal wins. And then you could have it to where everything goes wrong and one goalie allows just 3 goals in the third period and it's just gone. The game is over. Right, but it didn't happen, although one did allow 2. Lehner. The third period, we get Schenn, who has a chance that was saved at 2 minutes in. No Perron in the first part of this period here. No Perron. Maybe he was a little tired from having the first shots in 16 and 15 seconds, 15, 16. Maybe he was just lazy. I don't know. But we didn't have him. Martinez gets a prime opportunity. Krug fires one wide. It's crazy how even the shots stayed in the game. Even beyond, I would say, the lead that St. Louis had early in the game. Now, the Blues get a power play. Martinez with a shot blocked on Tarasenko. Krug to Neal. So then Neal almost gets one in on his own, on his old team, Vegas. Because remember, they got James Neal in the first year, and I think the second year he left, or it was the third year. But, he was a great goal scorer for Vegas. Vegas kills it off. No shots make it to the net on that power play. Kostin trips Martinez, which gives Vegas a power play. Then Barbashev gets a shorthanded chance. That was saved. And then there's a 3-on-2 the other way. Marchessault's denied. Blues then kill it off. But then Tarasenko gets his first goal of the season from Krug and Schenn at 9 minutes and 49 seconds. It's 2-1 St. Louis. So the first thing I'll say before I go on, this was terrible that the Knights gave it away. But what I will say is the penalty kills for both teams were absolutely incredible. Neither scored on a power play, almost did, but really I think both teams did quite well at killing each other's power plays. So I was happy that Vegas did that for once. They didn't score on a power play, which they need to fix that. A fight breaks out immediately after that. Pietrangelo was mad at, I think it was a play or something. So definitely scrummy, fight kind of breaks out. Krug gets the turnover from Vegas on this goal that I just talked about, and it's Krug to Schenn and Tarasenko in the back of the net. So Tarasenko puts it in. Then Smith to Marchessault, but Scamdella blocks it. The misfit line puts on pressure, but Binnington's blocking shots. He did awesome in this game. Binnington just, and I do actually think Lehner did a great job. I'm glad that, that second goal that almost fooled him didn't actually fool him. So thank goodness. Well, it wasn't a goal. It was actually, he saved it, but he almost got fooled by it, and I'm glad that he was able to recover. Then we go back to plenty of rush chances. Barbashev gets rush chance that was denied, and then Vegas would get one, and then St. Louis would get one, and it just kept going and going and going. I know the coaches must have been saying, like, they need to get the defense going. But look, this is very, very entertaining hockey for the fans. This is great hockey for the fans. Dadonov had a shot that was blocked. He had a very, very quiet night. But I think he needs to score some goals for Vegas, especially with Stone and Pacioretty out. And, the guys need to step up. I said it before. You can't just put the pressure on one guy, on Stevenson. You have to step up. Someone's going to get hot. I hope. Someone needs to get hot and just score like a mother effer. Someone needs to. All right. Goalies pulled with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left. Saad tries to score in the empty net. It's blocked. Vegas presses after that. But then Barbashev gets the empty netter. Thomas and Parayko with the assists at 18 minutes and 48 seconds. Parayko intercepts the puck, throws it to Thomas. Thomas throws it to Barbashev. And, of course, that's the goal in the net. Look, I was happy that they blocked Saad's first attempt. But, again, you cannot blame Lehner. I do not like to say this. Okay, fine, he allowed 2 goals. But you absolutely cannot blame Lehner for this. He was on the bench. What are you going to do? I saw people trying to blame Lehner on Wednesday night, and I'm like, hold on. So I went to check the replays, and no. He was on the bench. The Golden Knights had poor defense in that part. They could have just let it go to 2-1. It wouldn't have been that bad, but no, they had to lose 3-1. Then Martinez is knocked out. I don't know what happened. But we'll have to see what the word is on him. Let's see if he plays tonight. St. Louis wins 3-1. St. Louis also goes to 3-0. Vegas falls to 1-2. Now, the shots in this game: 17-16 for Vegas in the first, 14 apiece in the second, 12-8 for Vegas in the third, and in total, 43-38 for Vegas. That's a lot of shots on both sides of the ice. Wow. Now the power play, St. Louis was 0 for 3, Vegas was 0 for 2. The hits. Look, this is where you can see Vegas's game has changed, and not for a good reason either. You can see it was 31-14 for St. Louis in hits. Vegas just doesn't hit anymore. You don't have Ryan Reeves, who was the main culprit there. Even with Carrier back, even with Raw back, you don't see any hits. Vegas just doesn't hit anymore. All 4 lines can skate. All 4 lines can block. All 4 lines can shoot. Nobody can hit. Vegas is no longer a hitting team. You used to get hits every 30 freaking seconds. Now you don't get it. Binnington saves 42 out of 43. Great record there. Lehner saves 35 out of 37. Yeah, because, he just had to. So, okay, that's fine. When it's Lehner, I'm just like, but look, he played a good game. And of course, the Knights let it go at the end. So, there's your analysis. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If anyone comments, please comment. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Press that post notification bell so you never miss another hockey video. I will be watching fully tonight. The Dodgers play tomorrow, so, oh boy. And hopefully Sunday, force game 7 Dodgers. But we will be reviewing the game tonight. Hopefully tonight or at least tomorrow. We will go over that game. All right. We will see you next time.